Tiger Talk is being brought to you by Flying W Boutique and Looking Glass Salon with Alicia Watson, Candy Mink, and myself, Katie Carty. It's time for Tiger Talk, heard before each Salem Tiger basketball game with Stan Stevens and Coach Jared Patterson. Now for Tiger Talk on KSML Media.
Welcome to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens, Coach Jared Patterson, coached the Salem Tigers with a great inside game last night. Beat the Cuba Wildcats after getting a couple 12-point leads. Couldn't hold them, but you can give credit to the Salem Tigers. They persevered, came away, did the job they had to do, minimized the turnovers, did a great job on the boards, and got that second win of the year. Coach, you had to be pleased with that.
Yeah, at the end of the day, a win's a win. We could have definitely played better in spots. Some shot selection, decision-making. Could definitely be better. Our guards struggled tonight in that one, but our big guys stepped up, so it was kind of a opposite of what happened versus Licking. So it was nice to see our bigs inside have some good games and kind of lead us and get that win. I think it's a really good Cuba team.
Gavin Sapon with a double-double, but Coach, I thought Eli Wofford played a very good game for you as well. Got a couple of charges in there. I thought one of them was kind of non-existent, but nonetheless, so I thought he had a very strong game as well.
Yeah, Eli Wofford is a very talented kid, just a sophomore, 6'4" kid. We were expecting big things from him. We know he was going to struggle early, but for second varsity game to come out and, help St. Paul inside and Hedrick and Halinar. I thought Wofford played pretty well for the entire game.
And Isaac Hedrick, I thought, had a couple of big rebounds and putbacks with a couple of nice little baby hooks. And, Coach, that was very impressive.
Yes, Isaac is a kid that first varsity action, his second game as well. And he rotated in and just gives you so much length and size and very, very good rebounder. And he's working on that inside game, has a quick shot release inside that can be deadly. But with him and St. Paul, that's pretty tough inside.
I thought Salem did a great job of not fouling all night long. Really did a really good job of keeping Cuba at bay, but staying right with them, keeping pressure on them all the time, but not giving them free shots to try and cut into that lead. And we know Cuba usually is a very good free throw shooting team. They only had 4 free throws all night, Coach. Tigers did a great job defensively.
Yeah, I thought our defense was pretty good. We played a little man, played a little zone, pressed a little bit, gave them some different looks. They did hit a few outside shots. They shot really well from inside, but we got to clean some of that up. But overall, pretty good job. They got a couple guys that can really, really shoot it from the outside. So that was good to see us kind of keep them in check. The Gibson kid had a really good night, hit some big shots and had some driving lanes. He's a kid we got to watch out for. He's just a junior. He's a very solid player.
Yeah, he had 10 in the first quarter, 10 in the fourth quarter, nothing in between, but it looked like you changed a little bit of defense on him and didn't give him any space in that second quarter. And then third quarter, he just didn't shoot much. And then once he hit that 3 in the fourth quarter, I guess he decided, I guess I better pick it up now because he really shot well. He had a chance to tie the game late in the game and ended up missing that 3. But 6 threes to 1, Cuba led over Salem, a game that Salem really only took 8 3-point shots. Coach, you made 1 out of 8. Not a great percentage, 12.5%, but you didn't really need it, did you?
Yeah, we knew we had an advantage inside, and, at times we did use that, and, we wanted to use our inside-out game, feed our big guys inside, but then it will open up for our guys on the outside. But just shots weren't falling for them. It was a rough shooting night from the outside, but luckily, our big guys stepped up and still able to get the win. Was huge.
So you go into the championship semifinal, and you play St. James tonight. St. James beat St. Louis Pioneers. I have no idea who they are, but anyway, nonetheless, doesn't make any difference. But again, they're formidable press. They're going to, they're going to see it tonight, Coach.
Yes, you know what you're going to get from St. James. They're going to get up and guard. They're going to run their run and jump. A little bit of a 2-1-2 press. Very, very aggressive, gamble defense. It's going to be about taking care of the ball, turnovers, and then controlling that pace of play. We got to keep control of the ball and not let them speed us up. If we do, then we're in for a long night. St. James is very, very good at capitalizing, and then they're very quick in transition too. As soon as you score, they're getting that ball in and up the court. So we got to first take care of the ball, make some shots, and get into our press to kind of slow it down and control that pace pace play.
Again, you should have the size advantage inside. Last night it was 2.5 rebounds to 1 Salem over Cuba. You could see that again tonight with St. James, couldn't you?
Yeah, St. James doesn't have a lot of size, but they do have a couple kids that are pretty solid and strong inside. Number 13, J.B. Mueller, he's a kid that started for 2 to 3 years. Then we got 14, Spurgeon. They're pretty solid inside. They're going to be tough. Their guards are very physical, hands-on. So it's going to be a tough matchup for us, but I think we're ready to go.
So is this a game down low you want to try and push into those bigger guys and try and get them in foul trouble and then get to control the game?
It's going to be about patience. We're going to run our offense, work it around, look inside, try to do that inside-out, kick-out game, and then once we get a few buckets inside, Gadsden, Lincoln, our guards, hit some outside shots, and then hopefully we start clicking. But we got to get it inside to start, get that defense sinking in, get some movement, and work off of that.
All right, Coach, the very best of luck tonight against the St. James Tigers. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
Stay tuned. Tiger basketball. It is next.
Thank you, Stan. That has been Tiger Talk with Coach Jared Patterson, brought to you as a courtesy of Looking Glass Salon and Flying W Boutique. Stay tuned. Salem Tiger basketball is next.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free! You've seen the vertical screens in Salem and Houston filled with local community events, business ads, and even obituaries. It's called Town Screen. But did you know that you can place your message in either or both of those towns, starting as low as $15 for a week per market? You won't find a more affordable way to get your message out to the public. Produce your own ad or get help from the Town Screen staff. Go online to townscreen.com or call or text 636-338-1199. Town Screen.
Welcome to this KSMO media broadcast of Salem Tiger Sports. Tonight's game is brought to you by Town & Country Bank, Farm Bureau Insurance, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa Mooney Auto Supply, Town Screen LLC, Town & Country Insurance, City of Salem, Dent County Prevention Coalition, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Joe Brand and Leah Nash, Duncan Family Chiropractic, State Farm Insurance, Can Oak Lumber, Salem Truss Manufacturing, Progressive Ozark Bank, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Hubs Tire Center, Flying W Boutique, Four Rivers, American Family Insurance, Looking Glass Salon, Candy Mink and Katie Carden, Living the Dream Real Estate, Quick Tan and more, Rockin' G Western Trading Post, Dent County Farm Supply, Healthy Dent County, Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center Incorporated, United Country Salem Realty, Jet Tire and Auto, Salem License Bureau, Technology Junkyard, Ozark Overhead Door, Legends Automotive LLC, On the Spot Auto Glass, Your World Today, The Hot Spot Tanning and Tuxedos, and Discount Bins. And now get ready for Salem Tiger basketball, right here on KSMO Media.
Welcome to Sullivan, Missouri. Stan Stevens bringing you Salem Tiger basketball. It's the championship semifinal between St. James and Salem, and the winner of this game will face the Potosi Trojans, who defeated Warrenton by a score of 62-53, and they'll be, I'm sorry to make that, I get that right, 64-53. And so the winner of this contest will face them 8:30 Friday night for the championship. So this is a very key game for the Salem Tigers. Going into this one 2-0. St. James 1-1. They lost to Bunker in their initial game. This is a very good team. So this should be an interesting matchup tonight. St. James likes to run a gun. Salem Tigers might do a little bit more ball control. So see which one gets the victory tonight. Works out the best for each of these teams. First, I want to thank the ladies, Fine W Boutique and Luke Glass Salon for sponsoring our Tiger Talk. Alicia, Candy, and Katie at 101 West 4th Street downtown. And the back on the Salem Realty Group for bringing you Salem Tigers intro. Led by Wells, the broker owner, 573-729-3148. Or stop by 605 South Main Street in Salem. Well, Salem Tigers are in their navy blue uniforms tonight. St. James in their home whites, trimmed in red. So let's see how this works out for both teams. Salem Tigers starting the same guys they did last night. Gaps, Thomas, also Hedrick, Sapah, and Wofford. We'll see how this all works out. It'll be Tate Gruber starting for St. James along with Smith, and Jared Spurgeon. And I believe Austin Bell and Aiden Boone. We'll double check on that. So Boone is out there, and the other one, Gruber, and I think they changed up that last starter. Okay. It'll be Muir starting at center. Okay, so we're good to go. So J.B. Muir with the start with Smith, Gruber, Boone, and the Spurgeon for St. James. First off, our tip-off brought to you as a courtesy of Farm Bureau Insurance. Willie Strader, your agent. Don't forget, if you have a question or two, get in touch with Willie, 573-729-4941 about all types of insurance. Or go at 1414 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem. That is Farm Bureau Insurance. Looks like we have an issue with the lineup as they make sure they got all the numbers on the lineup. Otherwise, it's technical to start the game if that is not the case. So it appears that we are good to go. Also, I do always thank our friends, our sponsors, that is, that make it possible to bring you Tiger basketball, like Salem License Office, 1104 South Main Street, 573-729-8305. Proud to be a supporter of your Salem Tigers. As we get underway, here's the Tigers with the ball. It's Braden Gaps, who only had 4 points last night, not a 3 on the record. That's hard to believe. Here's Thomas with it now. Thomas trying to look inside, can't do it. There's a Hedrick. Now the Gaps for that three-pointer. It's offline. No good. Brought down and controlled by Gruber. Back the other way quickly down in transition over to Smith, and he lays it home. That's the issue with St. James. They'll get a rebound, and they'll quickly move up the floor. Here's Gaps. Stops, trying to kick it back. Does now to Wofford. Eli trying to find his way in. Big baby little hook down to Sapah. Banks it in. We're tied up. 2-2. Good job by Sapah to be patient and then take that ball off the glass. Boone with it. Boone firing up the middle to forward to Gruber. Gruber into the offensive zone. Left side. Fires it back to Boone. Between the circles. Gives the left side to Smith. Isaac Smith hanging on to it out near center court. Salem in his zone right now as they go inside to Muir. Guarded there by Wofford. Muir trying to get away. Fires it right side to Gruber for a three-pointer offline. Brought down by Thomas. Thomas a long pass to Sapah. Sapah against Muir. Lays it up and in. David put the elbow up to protect himself and was able to lay it home. 4-2 Salem Tigers. Smith has it. Flips it over to Boone quickly in the offensive zone. Trying to cut into Muir. He has it. Lays it in. Got a 2-on-1 down low, and Muir found nothing but the twine. 4-4 our score early on in this one. Here comes Thomas. Thomas over the timeline. Pulls it up right in the insignia of the Sullivan Eagles who host this matchup. Here's Hedrick, right side. Thomas with a three. It's short. Goes off the iron. No good. And Boone brings down that rebound. Trying to get away quickly. Fires it to Smith. Smith beyond three. Top of the key. Guarded there by Wofford. Smith backs it up. Resets the play for St. James. 5:55 to go, first quarter. 4-4 our score. Ain't a ball off to Gruber. Top of the key. There's Boone. Go back in the corner. Waiting for it there is Smith. Smith goes to Gruber in the corner for three. He's got it. Tate Gruber hits the three. It's a 7-4 St. James lead. Thomas for Salem at the timeline. Top of the key. Fires it right side to Gaps. Gaps on top to Sapah. Left side pass. Thomas beyond the three-point arc. He stands there, guarded there by Tate Gruber. Man-to-man coverage right now for St. James. Pass down low to Hedrick. Hedrick turns, spins it over to Sapah. Sapah fadeaway jumper misses. Comes out hard to Gruber, and he comes back the other way. Down to Boone. He lays it in. Transition games working well for St. James. Salem just a split second late getting back. And the St. James Tigers have a 5-point lead. 5:55 to go, first quarter. 4-4 our score early on in this one. Here comes Thomas. Thomas with it. Boone with it. Boone trying to find his way in. Big baby little hook down to Sapah. Sapah against Muir. Muir trying to get away. Fires it right side to Gruber. Gruber into the offensive zone. Left side. Fires it back to Boone. Between the circles. Gives the left side to Smith. Smith beyond three. Top of the key. Guarded there by Wofford. Smith
Here is Thomas. Thomas beyond three. Hanging on to it. Fires it right side to Gaps. Inside it goes to Sapal. Lays it up. Missed that shot. Comes all the way out to Thomas. Thomas spins back on top to Wofford. Wofford throws it outside to Gaps. Guarded there by Smith. Gaps out between the circles. Left side pass to Thomas. Out beyond the three-point arc. Trying to get a pick from Sapal. Can't move. Stops, goes back to Gaps on the right wing. 4.5 to go first quarter. 9-4. It's St. James on top, and as Wofford gets the pass, he is fouled there by Isaac Smith. First foul of this first quarter. Hedrick checks out. Hallinar checks in. And Gleason checks in for St. James. Here's Wofford in the corner trying to dance in. Kicks it right in the middle of the floor, but threw it away. And a steal by St. James. All the way down, here comes Smith. He lays it up and in. Count the basket, and he draws the foul. That'll be on Thomas. So Smith gets another two, and Thomas gets his first foul, first for Salem. And the first free throw of the game, it is good. St. James jumps out to a 12-4 lead. Coach Patterson calls timeout with the score. St. James 12, Salem 4. This timeout brought to you by American Family Insurance agent Jonas Schaefer. 573-729-5165. Located at the Crossroads Shopping Center. Back in 30 seconds. Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Reality check number 22. On a scale of 1 to 10, shouldn't customer service be an 11? At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. Walk into any Town & Country, and you'll feel welcome right away. We're your neighbors. If you're a customer, we'll probably even call you by name. It's just what neighbors do. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC.
And we welcome you back. Always like to thank those great sponsors making it possible for us to bring you Tiger basketball. Like Legends Auto, 500 West City Girls Boulevard in Salem. Remember, no matter what the season, they're there to keep your vehicle running in tip-top shape. Call 573-729-2884. That's Legends Auto, a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. Thomas has it and lost the ball. He's foul called on Tate Groover. Lincoln Thomas lost the ball because Groover knocked his wrist out. Second team foul for St. James. Inbound comes into Thomas. Salem down by 8 here early on. As Thomas kicks it right side to Gaps. Gaps going to Hallinar, trying to get it back to Gaps, and it goes out of bounds. And they'll say it goes off of Gaps out of bounds. A turnover for Salem Tigers for second. Hallinar kind of forced that pass in. It was deflected by St. James and went off Gaps out of bounds. So the Tigers of St. James have the ball. It's Isaac Smith. Smith between the circles, moving Boone, puts it left side. Waiting for it there is Gleason. Gleason back to Smith between the circles, moves to his right. As Groover in the corner gets it to him. Groover back to Smith, left side pass to Boone. Boone guarded there by Thomas. Goes back to Groover. Hallinar got to him quickly, but Boone gets it back out on top to Gleason. Gleason beyond three, giving it to Boone down in that corner. Groover for the three-pointers. It's off the front of the rim and brought down by Gaps. Gaps the other way with the Salem Tigers. Has trouble dribbling the ball. Finally gets it under control. Braden trying to drive in. Can't. Goes back to Eli Wofford. Wofford to the paint, to the hole, trying to back his way in. Kicks it outside to Thomas. To Gaps for a three-pointer. Up and off the iron. No good. Wofford brings it down, trying to put that back up. Missed it, and it's brought down by Muir. Good job by Wofford to get the rebound, but then could not finish it up. Now quickly down the other way. Shot missed and taken down by Hallinar from Smith. Here comes Thomas. 2:33 to go first quarter. Getting into Gaps on a cross-court pass. Gaps across the timeline, giving it off to Wofford. Beyond that three-point arc, he's trying to dance to the paint, to the hole, trying to get a shot up, and he is fouled on the floor by Aiden Boone. Third team foul. Boy, they're going to call that foul on a reach-in on Muir. I thought they were going to give it to Boone. Boone was right on his back. Then they give it on that reach in on Muir, which looked like it was after the fact, but that's what they call it. Connors checks in for the Salem Tigers. Gaps in the corner, trying to fight in. That ball stolen away by St. James. Here comes Groover off the glass. It will not go. Brought down and controlled there. Underneath by Spurgeon. Getting it back to Groover. Baseline to Spurgeon. Spurgeon trying to get a shot up. Can't, now does. And it trickles out. No good. Spurgeon gets a rebound again. Goes back out onto Smith. That shot won't go. Finally brought down by Gapsch. And it was kicked there by Groover out of bounds as he tried to get the pass across to Thomas. 1:51 to go in the first quarter. And the winner of this game will play in the championship Friday night at 8:30. The loser will play at 7 o'clock in the third place game. Here's Gapsch. Gapsch trying to drive in. Stands on top of the Eagle at center court. Now getting it to Thomas. Salem down by 8. Low pass down to Sapaw's got all the points for Salem. Missed that layup. Tries it again, and that one will not go in either. Finally brought down by Smith, and a foul called on Salem. I believe on Hallinar. Let's see if that's the call. Nope, we're going to call it on Connors. Hallinar and Connors are both under the basket, but I thought it might have been Hallinar. But they give it to Connors. 1:22 to go. We're in the first quarter, 12-4 St. James. The pass down to Smith. Goes outside, driving in. A shot blocked away by Hallinar nicely on the attempt by Gleason. Here comes Thomas all the way down off the glass. No good. Ball tipped. Comes down in the hands of Groover. Groover the other way with a minute left to go. Hands that ball in to Gapsch. Gapsch to the paint, to the hole. Lays it in. Salem hadn't scored in 4.5 minutes. They cut into that 8-point lead. Now they trail it by 6 with 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. Hanging on to it, Isaac Smith. Connors has him, gives him a little bit of room as he gets it off to Gleason. Gleason thinking about his move into the paint. Stops trying to kick it out. Ball tipped. Goes to Boone in the corner. Flipping it back on out to Smith. 30 seconds to go, first quarter. Back to Boone. Groover wide open on the right side, and he's usually the guy that wants to shoot the three. 20 seconds to go. Salem has separation, so no immediate need for St. James to move the ball, so Groover hangs on to it. Now down to 11 seconds left. Giving it back to Smith, back to Groover, back to Smith. 7 seconds to go. Pass to Boone. Ball tipped around. Boone gets it back to Smith. 2 seconds. Smith fades it up in, and pinball's out. No good. We played 1 quarter of play. It's the Salem Tigers trailing St. James by a score of 12-6. We'll be back in 1 minute. It's Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
At Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, we are proud to be chosen by our neighbors and recognized by Forbes as one of America's best insurance companies. Awarded for the dependable coverage we've been providing for generations, including 75 years of life insurance to protect Missouri families. Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. We've got Missouri covered.
Hi, I'm Willie Strader and proud to be part of this community. For all your insurance needs, call me at 573-729-4941.
Check out Country Mart in Salem, where in their bakery you can find a large variety of cakes for all occasions, anytime, and by special order, like anniversary, wedding, and birthday cakes. Country Mart has a full-service deli where breakfast is served daily. They have deli sandwiches that are made while you wait, and they offer daily lunch specials every day. You'll also find a large selection of cheese and deli meats to choose from. It's just another reason to shop at Country Mart in Salem, Highway 3272 East.
Hotspot Tanning and Tuxedos in the Crossroads Shopping Center has 24-hour tanning available, red light therapy, and tuxedos for that special occasion, guys. Get by and see them. Again, 1114 South Main Street, the Crossroads, or call 573-729-8699. Proud to support your Salem Tigers. 12-6 our score. St. James will inbound it to start the second quarter. We're in the championship semifinal. Potosi has already notched their spot in the championship game. One of these two teams will match up with them Friday night at 8:30. Here's Gleason trying to get it through to Groover from the corner for a three. He's got it. Groover his second three, and he'll shoot him from there all day long. Tigers will have to get in his face. Right now, their defense more of a zone there. Let him shoot. And now a foul call on Gleason. Nick Gleason, his first foul. 15-6, St. James with the lead. Tigers get it in to Gapsch. Guarded there by Boone. Gapsch drives to the left side. Man-to-man coverage by St. James. Pass to Sapal. Sapal trying to flip it up. He does, but it won't fall, but he draws the foul, and that will be on Spurgeon. So Jackson Spurgeon gets his first foul. Sapal goes to the line to shoot 2. He's got 4 points in the game. The Tigers trail it by 9. He hits the first. Muir back in the game. Owen Spurgeon checks in now as well. Wofford will back out, and Gapsch will go up onto the paint. That one misses, comes out hard, and Boone brings down that rebound and brings it back for St. James. 15-7 our score. With the ball, Gruber. Gruber out on top to Spurgeon. Owen Spurgeon hanging on to it. Took the place of Smith to give him a little breather. Goes across to Boone. Boone goes in that far corner. Getting it there to Spurgeon. Spurgeon on top to Boone. Right side pass to Gleason. Inside to Gruber, and he'll be fouled there, I believe, by Connors. And that'll be his second. (15-7) our score. Connors checks out. Hayden Ragsdale comes in. Smith back in as Boone takes a breather. Inbound pass comes out to Gleason. Out on time to Gruber, inside to Smith. Kicks it out to Spurgeon for the 3. It's off the iron and taken there by Thomas on the rebound. It's slapped out of his hand by Gruber. It goes out of bounds. Salem will inbound it. Getting it to Gapsch. It's underway here in the second quarter. Gapsch comes down and has that ball knocked out of his hands by Isaac Smith. St. James in man-to-man tight coverage here on the Salem Tigers. Sapar has it on the inbound, giving it back to Gapsch. Trying to set a pick. Gapsch goes baseline 9-footer. No good. Pinballs around. Taken down by Wofford. Wofford battling for it. Trying to find somebody open. Kicks it outside to Thomas. Thomas. Down the corner, Ragsdale trying to fire his way in, and the ball's knocked out of bounds by Smith. Hayden took off on the baseline, and Smith knocked that ball away, and then he got tripped up over his own feet. Salem has it on the baseline with 6:15 to go in this first half. 15-7, St. James. Gapsch gets it out on top, ball tipped, taken down and stolen away by the St. James Tigers. Salem a little bit slow in reacting to the pass. And they had to fire that pass. St. James is always in motion. And you heard Coach Patterson say earlier, Smith has it. Smith handing it off to Gleason. Top of the key right side pass. Going to Spurgeon. Back in the corner, Gruber. Gruber with a couple of three-pointers already. Handing that one off to Gleason. It won't go, and Ragsdale brings down the rebound. St. James has kind of gone cold from the floor except for the threes by Gruber, but Salem has not been able to capitalize. Cunningham checked in on that last time out. Now to Wofford. Downloaded to Sapal all alone, and he scores. Salem back within 6 with a pass. Spurgeon getting it to Gleason, back to Spurgeon, now across to Muir. In the offensive zone to Smith. Isaac Smith hanging on to it, goes back in the corner to Gruber. Inside, ball tip, comes back to Gruber. Tate, bounce pass out to Smith. 5:10 to go in the half. Smith trying to dance to the paint, back to Gruber. Down low to Muir. Muir outside, trying to get it out that way to Spurgeon, and Spurgeon will be fouled by Ragsdale. Might have been fouled before Ragsdale. I think it's going to be on Sapal. Ragsdale went right over top of him, but Sapal had already fouled him, and Spurgeon, the free throw line, misses that shot. Spurgeon with another one. Owen makes that one. 2 for 3 from the stripe is St. James in this contest. Salem 1 of 2. Full court press right now by St. James as Thomas tries to get to the timeline. Trying to get away from Gleason. Double team, fires it down to Wofford. Wofford did not make a move initially. That's what you have to do against St. James. Once you beat them, you've got to keep driving. He takes it to the hole, lays it up. Nice little flip shot and good. Eli made up for that little hesitation. Back the other way. Quickly a three-pointer up and good by Gleason. Salem gets a 2. St. James gets a 3. Salem trails it by 8. Here's Cunningham the other way. Cunningham guarded there by Smith. Out near center court. Gets by one man. Flips it in the corner to Hayden Ragsdale. Back to Cunningham. Looking for Thomas. Thomas has that ball tipped away. Comes back to Cunningham. Cunningham to the paint, to the hole. Stops. Bounce pass outside. Trying to drive in. Does. Wofford flips it up and in. Nice move by Eli Wofford. He scooped that one up from down near his knees. Again, Salem down by 6. With the ball, Gleason getting in the middle of the floor to Smith. Driving all the way down to Muir. He lays it up, and it missed. Ball tipped, though, comes back to Smith, and he puts it up. It misses, and Sapal comes down with a rebound. Tigers trying to cut into this lead. A long pass down there for Ragsdale. He missed the layup. All alone, he missed it, and then Muir comes down with a rebound. Quickly the other way, Smith. In the corner, Groover for a 3. No, it will not go. Muir comes down with a rebound, trying to spin away. Bounce pass outside to Boone, to the paint, to the hole, trying to lay it up and in, and he cannot do so as he is fouled en route by Salem. So Boone will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul's going to be called on Lincoln Thomas' second. Free throw is good by Boone. Well, Ragsdale was all alone. There wasn't anybody within 10 feet of him, and he went to lay it up, and he hit the bottom of the rim at the backboard. And St. James turns it around the other way. Ball tipped down, comes back, and Smith puts it up. No good. Wofford brings down that rebound, getting it off to Thomas. Thomas in the offensive zone. On the perimeter, outside the gap. Open for the 3. Takes it. He's got it. Different game when Braden Gaps can hit. Right now, 4-point lead by St. James. As Smith has it coming back. Smith inside to Groover. Outside Boone. Boone to the paint, to the hole. Flips it up. Count the basket and the foul. Foul will be on Wofford. He tried to turn away, but contact was made. Count the basket and then the free throw. And it's good. 3 of 5 of the stripe are St. James. They're back to a 7-point lead. Cunningham checks out. Hallinar back in. Token pressure by St. James. Thomas gets in the offensive zone. Thomas double team, goes down low to Hallinar. Back to Thomas. Thomas triple teamed, goes back on top to Gaps. Gaps moves out beyond the 3-point line, guarded there by Smith. Fires it to Thomas from the free throw line. The shot is good. Lincoln gets his first basket of the night. 23-18 the score. Here comes Smith. Smith comes down. Bounce pass in the corner. Groover. Groover on top. Trying to get it there is Spurgeon. Ball stolen away by the Salem Tigers. Their second steal. Here comes Wofford all the way down. Missed the shot. Ball comes down in the hands of Spurgeon. And I believe Wofford's going to get another foul. And that would be the 5th team foul. They're going to call it on Gaps. Wow. And that'll be the 5th foul for Salem. And that puts the Tigers from St. James at the line to shoot free throws, which is not what you want to do. So Jackson Spurgeon to the line. His free throw is good. Nope, no good. Came in and out of the cylinder, went all the way in and came all the way back out. It's never hit net. I've only seen that a couple times where it actually goes in, swirls around, and spins back out. His next one is good. 24-18 our score. Again, 6 points, St. James lead. Gaps trying to bring it down against St. James Tigers. Smith comes into the zone, and Smith will pick up the foul. Been mostly a Salem foul fest here in the second quarter. Thomas, Connors, each with 2. And I believe Wofford has 2 as well. Here's Thomas for Salem. Trying to get a pick from Sapaw. Turns to his left. Double teamed. Goes out on top to Sapaw. I think it was intended for Gaps. Sapaw all the way down. Flips it off the glass. No good. And brought down by Spurgeon. Not a high-quality shot there by Gavin. The other way. Here's Tate Gruber. Comes down. Lost the ball out of bounds, but they'll say it went off Salem last. With 1:35 to go in the half. 24-18 our score. Owen Spurgeon fires it into Boone. Boone on top of Gruber. Inside, it comes now to Owen Spurgeon. He lays it up and in. 26-18 our score. Tigers got to take much better care of the ball. When they get down low, they got a much better shot. Here's Gavin Sapaw. That's a beautiful one. Nice pass. He's all alone. He banks it home. Again, Salem down by 6. And Spurgeon gets it off to Brother Jackson. Now back to Owen. Now to Muir. Muir tied up there by Gaps. She gets away. The timeout called by Coach Ben Smith. Timeout called by Smith means we're going to take a 30-second break. That break brought to you by Jonah Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent at the Crossroads Shopping Center, reminding you there's always discounts for being a good driver and seniors. Find out how. 573-729-5165. Back in 30 seconds. Tiger basketball at KSMO Media.
Every day we share personal information, like when you write a check, apply for a credit card, or even make a call on a cell phone. And the Bank of Salem wants to pass on some tips on how to protect yourself from identity theft. Don't carry around more checks, credit cards, or identification information than you really need in your wallet. Make sure you always safely store those items and other important documents. Plus, you should always choose passwords and PIN numbers that will be tough for someone to figure out. These tips are brought to you by the Bank of Salem, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Holiday savings are going on now at Napa Auto Parts store in Salem, where you'll find Rain-X washer fluids starting at $4.99. Save up to 42% on select night vision LED minis, fog lights, and LED sealed beams and gear up accessories. Your choice for $7.49 each. Stop by Napa Auto Parts store at 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem. Open from 8 to 5 Monday through Fridays and 8 to noon on Saturdays.
Back to play, and Spurgeon lays it up and in, and again draws the foul on Hallinar. And he'll shoot the extra shot. And that one is good. 29-20. Mistake after mistake by Salem. Here's Hallinar. Lost the ball, but it comes to Sapaw. Kicks it outside to Cunningham for a 3. It's good. 29-23, again, a 6-point St. James lead. 35 seconds to go. Gruber, baseline, trying to fire that one up. Does, left-handed. He gets it to go. He's got 8. Tigers are down by 8. Cunningham with the ball for Salem. In the offensive zone, back to Gaps. Gaps hanging on to it. Salem down by 8. Gaps trying to drive right. Stop, goes in the corner to Cunningham. Another 3-pointer off the rim this time. Brought down by Hallinar, or by Wofford, excuse me. Wofford trying to put it up and in, won't go, gets his own rebound, tries it again and scores. 31-25, 2 seconds left. A shot by Gruber as the buzzer goes. Tate Gruber threw a missile and it found the net. 34-25 at halftime. The lead for St. James has a hope and a prayer, and it went down. And St. James, with 22 points in that second quarter, take advantage of that last second 3-pointer by Gruber and lead it by 9 at halftime, 22-25 as they outscore Salem 22-19 in that second quarter. We'll take a 3-minute break, come back with stats in the first half. It's Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Want to change a life in just 1 hour a week? Thanks to the opioid settlement funds through Healthy Dent County, the Mentoring Makes a Difference program is here, connecting caring adults with local students. 1 hour of your time can make a lasting difference. Join us today and become a mentor. Contact liberty@salemcommunitycenter.org or call 573-729-8163. Mentoring makes a difference. 1 hour, one child, one big impact.
You want to teach your kid good money habits, but handing them a license to spend isn't smart. You need to easily manage where and how much they can spend, get alerts when they do, and have support to teach them money skills. Our student debit card account does all of that and more for ages 13 through 25. Their debit card can be added to their phone or smartwatch, and you can instantly move money and help manage their card in the app. Only at Progressive Ozark Bank, FDIC insured.
At Four Rivers Community Health Center, we provide compassionate care for the whole family. From routine checkups and chronic condition management to dental care and behavioral health services to support your overall well-being. With locations in Rolla, St. Robert, Salem, and now in Cuba, quality care is closer than you think. Schedule your appointment online at fourrivers.org. Call or text 573-426-4455. At Four Rivers, we're more than healthcare. We're your partner in health.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. Call 729-5761. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
Welcome back from the halftime break. The halftime brought to you by your friends at 79 Country Salem Realty. And, of course, they're located 605 South Main. Van Wells, the broker owner, 573-729-3148. For property in Salem or around Salem, if you're looking for it, or you want to sell it, buy it, or maybe you want to find out more about business property. Let them help you out. Van Wells, United Country Salem Realty. Salem trailing 34-25. I want to thank Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center, Dr. Ashley Cunningham, for being a proud supporter of Salem Tigers. 573-729-4031 at 900 West Sneakers Boulevard. A vet for your livestock as well as your pets. Dr. Ashley Cunningham, proud to support the Salem Tigers, as well as New Life Auto at 583 Highway 68 North in Salem. 573-453-2757. Let them put New Life into your auto. And, of course, our friends over at Jet Tire and Auto at 8 South Park Avenue have the tires you need, off-road accessories, and even specialized chrome wheels or other specialized custom wheels you might need. 573-729-3650 or go by 8 South Park Avenue, Jet Tire and Auto, one of our Christmas sponsors for our Christmas giveaway. Hope you get a chance to get by and check that out. Well, it was St. James being led by Tate Gruber with 11 points, 3 of those coming at the buzzer to give that 9-point lead by St. James, 6 points by Aiden Boone. He's right there in the mix. Also in the mix there is Jackson Spurgeon with 4. Owen Spurgeon has 3. Nick Leeson has 3. Isaac Smith has 5. And J.V. Muir 2. Jackson Spurgeon has 4 rebounds. And then Isaac Smith and Muir each with 3, as well as Tate Gruber with 3 to lead St. James. Aiden Boone has 2. 15 total rebounds by St. James in that first half. They were 6 of 9 from the free throw line. Salem Tigers being led by Gavin Sapaw, 9 points. Eli Wofford has 6. Braden Gaps with 5. 3 for Ryan Cunningham and 2 for Lincoln Thomas. Leading rebounder in the game is Lincoln Thomas with 3 and Eli Wofford with 3. 2 for Braden Gaps, 1 for Sapaw, 1 for Hayden Ragsdale, 1 for Hallinar as well. Salem has 12 rebounds in that first half, and they are 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Not getting much free throw shots at all. Turnovers, Salem had 4. They had 2 steals. St. James had 2 turnovers and 3 steals. And they outscored Salem 22-19 in a very high-scoring second quarter. So we have the second half to go. That three-pointer by Groover really hurt at the buzzer. Salem got back to it in 6, and looked like they might have had some momentum going into halftime, and that just whisper of a prayer, just throw it up like a rocket. It falls in. And, boy, that's demoralizing going to halftime. Hope the Tigers come out strong. I'd like to thank our friends at Quick Tan and More 24-hour tanning with a stand-up bed and other tanning beds. They're at 405 North Main Street in Salem, 573-453-8024. They're proud to support your Salem Tigers, Quick Tan and More. And you're on the Spot Auto Glass. Check them out on Facebook. Call 573-247-3608. Let them change out your glass on the spot. That's what their name says, On the Spot Auto Glass. A proud supporter of Salem Tigers. And when recovery time takes more time, there's no place like home. The Salem Memorial Hospital Swing Bed Program offers skilled nursing and rehabilitation close to family and friends. You have your choice. No matter where you get your surgery done, St. Louis, Springfield, Columbia, you can have your recovery done in Salem. With more than 150 ER visits every week, Salem Hospital continues to provide trusted care right here in our community. See career opportunities and service details that they provide at smdh.net. The Salem Memorial Hospital, your health, our community. We need to take a 2.5-minute break, come back with the second half, 34-25 St. James. Back after this on KSMO Media.
Life is a series of moments. Big moments, small moments, moments you want to bottle up so they can last forever. At Edward Jones, we want to make the most of all of them. Whether you're planning for a trip of a lifetime, retirement, or just need some everyday advice along the way. That's why an Edward Jones financial advisor like me works with you to build strategies for today and tomorrow. Life is for living. Let's partner through all of it. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Leah Nash. Call me or Joe Brand at Edward Jones, 573-729-3831. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Is your back continually giving you pain? Do you constantly have headaches? Do you have numbness or tingling in your arms, hands, legs, or feet? These are symptoms, and they're a warning sign from your body. And if you'd like to know why they're occurring, Dr. Amber Duncan of Duncan Chiropractic can help. Her mission is to find the cause of the problem and correct it. Give Dr. Amber Duncan a call at 729-2321 or stop by 401 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem.
So I switched my insurance to State Farm, and get this. I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this. They actually say it's called service.
Insurance with a local agent? It's called service. Call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Trust wants you to know they'll work directly with anyone. You don't need a contractor to use their services. Salem Trust can then use their modern engineering software to design and construct the quality trusses specific for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of their work does. Plus, Salem Trust is locally owned and operated. Open Monday through Friday. Call Salem Trust at 729-9276 for more information.
Your legacy. Protect it, prosper, and pass it on. Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, specializes in real estate, estate planning, probate, family law, and business law. A Salem native, Stephen Patterson provides comprehensive representation to clients throughout southern Missouri. If you need assistance, contact Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, at 573-453-2529.
And we're getting ready to start the second half. Do want to thank our friends at Discount Bins. Remember, 1201 Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem. They'll be closed tomorrow to restock, and then you'll have a treasure trove of Christmas gifts waiting for you beginning on Friday at Unbeatable Deals. 573-543-2113 to find out more. Discount Bins, 1201 Scenic Rivers Boulevard East in Salem. Ready to start the third quarter, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Willie Strader. You know, he's for small businesses. If you have to get insurance for your small business, he's got you covered. 729-4941, 1414 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard. Gaps with a 3 to start out the third quarter. It's no good. Brought down by Connors on the backside. Connors looking inside, but goes back to Gaps. Gaps back to Connors, right wing. Looking inside to Staple. Nice pass, and he lays it in. Beautiful pass by Tyson Connors right over top of the defender, J.V. Muir. 34-27 is Smith right at the timeline. Guarded there by Thomas. Salem in a half-court defense. Right now in man-to-man. Here comes Boone, handing it off there to Spurgeon. Back across to Smith on the perimeter. Now gets into the paint, trying to kick it outside. But a foul's going to be called on the Salem Tigers. It looks like on Thomas, and that'll be his third. St. James like to dish it out, so they'll cut through the paint to try and draw the foul, and if they do, then they get the success out of it because they're still not even going to shoot the ball. They're just trying to get a kick out or a three-pointer. Now there's an easy pass by Gruber inside to Muir, who lays it in. Looked like Salem was kind of messed up on their coverage without Thomas in there, and now the pass comes across, goes out of bounds off of Aiden Boone. A soft pass by Cunningham, trying to get it to Wofford. Don't have to put a little zip on that, Ryan. St. James will be there in a heartbeat. They like to try and anticipate. Here comes Wofford trying to get his way in. Moving past Boone. Missed the shot. Brought down by Sapaw. Sapaw can't hold on to it, though, and it's stolen away by St. James. First turnover by Salem. Bringing it down, and now another foul is going to be called. And this one on Salem as well. That's going to be on Braden Gaps, and it'll be his second. 36-27 our score. St. James with the ball back to Boone. In the corner, trying to drive in as Smith. Smith bounce pass out to Gruber. Gruber's got 11 points, goes back to Smith, open for the three, takes it. It's way short. Kept alive by Muir, but he throws it right into the hands of the Salem Tigers, Wofford. Wofford over the timeline. Needs a little bit of space. Boone's all over him. He stops, gives it over to Gaps. Gaps trying to get a pick from Wofford. Puts it in the corner to Connors, who started to cut in. Ball goes out of bounds. Second turnover for Salem here in this third quarter. Different page. Tyson Connors started to cut to the basket, and Gaps was giving it to him in the corner. 6 minutes to go, third quarter, 36-27. St. James with the lead. Winner goes on to face Potosi in the championship game, 8:30 on Friday night here at the FCNB tournament. We're in Sullivan, Missouri. Aiden Boone with it beyond three. Guarded there by Tyson Connors. Back to Smith. Cunningham goes right out on top of him. He goes across on a walk there on Jackson Spurgeon. Gives the ball to Salem Tigers. Wofford the inbound is going to have Boone right in his face. Goes back to Gaps. Gaps up the middle of the floor. Now moves over to the left wing. Gets even with Smith. Gets a bit of a pick. Stops. Wants to take the shot. Does. And he hits. Gaps hits that three. Brings Salem back to within a 6-point deficit. Here's Gruber. Getting it to Smith. Out on top to Muir. Muir trying to dance his way in. Bounces it off the foot of Wofford. He didn't kick it at all. Official called it as a kick. That ball was just thrown, trying to get it between two Salem Tigers' legs, and it hit Wofford in the foot. It'll be St. James' ball under the basket. Usually it's a pretty definitive kicking motion. That was none. Pass goes out high to Gleason, who just checked in. Now to Gruber, back to Smith. Smith moves outside the three-point line. Giving it back to Gruber to the paint. Kicks it outside to Gleason. Gleason trying to cut to the paint. Fires it outside to Boone. Baseline. Out to Smith on top. Smith spins, turns to Gruber in the corner. Gruber takes the three-pointer, and it's good. He's got 14, Again, the lead 9 for St. James. Here's Connors. Over to Gaps. But you got to watch out with St. James. They cut in, cut out, they kick it outside, and there's nobody there. And when they have that much time to shoot, they are very accurate. Connors trying to get it over to Cunningham. Went right through his hands, but he's able to catch it, or catch up with it and get it back. Trying to get away from Smith. That ball stolen away by St. James. Here they come. Spurgeon plays it in. Tigers making some key turnovers and are giving St. James points. Gaps has it. 41-30 now, an 11-point St. James lead. Gaps inside to Sapaw. Sapaw has that ball stolen away. Another turnover. Here comes Smith. That's blocked away by Gaps on the attempted flip by Smith. 2 steals in this third quarter by St. James. They've scored on one, and they could still score on this one. They lead it by 11 with 3:55 to go in the third quarter. Flip outside to Gleason. Gleason, as Thomas checks back in on top to Groover. Now to Boone in the corner. Spurgeon for the 3, and it's off the iron. Brought down and controlled by Wofford. Giving it back to Thomas. He's got 3 fouls. Thomas pulls up beyond 3. Hangs on to it. Looks inside to Sapaw. Sapaw back again against Spurgeon. Stops, puts it up, won't go. Wofford with a rebound, puts it home. He's got 8. A timeout called by Coach Patterson with 3:27 to go. Timeout brought to you by Jonas Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent at the Crossroads Shopping Center, 1104 South Main Street. 41-32, St. James on top. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. Tiger basketball, KSMO Media.
Are you wanting to know what's going on in Salem? It's easy. All you need to do is subscribe to the City of Salem's Text Blast service. First, you need to text the number 855-435-4811. Then text the word CITY for all pertinent alerts and announcements for the city. For alerts concerning utilities, text the word utility. And if you're wanting to know about parks and recreation, just text the word parks. The City of Salem Text Blast service, 855-435-4811. Subscribe today.
Living the Dream Outdoor Properties is proud to support your Salem Tigers. Jenna Deason is your land specialist at farm, hunting, and recreational outdoor property sales. Give her a call, 573-247-0521, and find the property you're looking for. Living the Dream Outdoor Properties, proud to support your Salem Tigers. 9 points, St. James lead with 3:25 to go, third quarter. Tigers now scored both quarters, and this one they're even with St. James. So they're still that 9-point deficit. Driving it down to Smith. Underneath, trying to fire it in, goes it right into the hands of Sapaw. See if Salem can capitalize and cut into that lead. On top, Gaps. Gaps, who has a couple of threes in this game. Going across to Thomas. Thomas on the baseline. Pulls up, stops, looks, guarded there by Boone. Still hanging on to it, spins away. Wanting to go outside, goes back in the corner to Wofford. Wofford giving it to Gaps. Takes a long 3. Off the iron, no good. And it goes out of bounds off of Sapaw on the rebound. Gaps trying to bring Salem back to within 6. Ball hit the rim. Smith will bring it up. Salem right now 3 out of 8 from the three-point shooting. Ball stolen away by the Salem Tigers. And here comes Gaps. Salem's had a couple of chances now to try and cut into that lead, but have failed to do so yet. Now let's see what Thomas can do. Again, 9 points down, 41-32. Gaps has it beyond the three-point line. Guarded there by Smith, trying to drive down the corner, stops, trying to get inside, and going to be a foul called on Smith. I believe going to be on Smith. It could be on Boone. And it is going to be on Boone. His first team foul here in this third quarter, 2:06 to go. Gaps looking, fires it out on top, trying to get it to Thomas. The ball goes out of bounds. It looked like it went off of Gleason, but they're going to say it's St. James' ball. The Tigers turn that ball over. That's their 5th turnover. And I guess you have to consider that a steal since they got the ball. Allenar back in as Wofford will take a break. The inbound pass comes to Groover. Groover's been the big difference in this game, and now Salem Tigers get another steal, their 4th out of 5 turnovers. Here comes Gaps all the way down, flips it up. It will not go. St. Paul with a rebound is fouled, and he'll shoot 2. St. Paul brought it down, then Groover fouled him. See if Salem can cut in the lead using the free throw. They've only had 2 so far tonight, and they're 1 for 2, and St. Paul misses that one. Still a 9-point separation here. Salem is unable to get into that deficit, and St. Paul does make that second one. 2 for 4 tonight from the stripe. Salem down by 8. Groover has it for St. James. They're in the white uniforms. Salem in their navy blue uniforms. Cutting down to Smith. Smith flips it back out to Groover. Guarded by Gap. She backs up. Groover trying to drive in to the paint, spins, turns, kicks it all the way outside. 3-pointer by Gleason off the iron, no good, and Gaps has it. See if Salem can cut into that lead now. Thomas with 1:19 to Gaps. Right side pass to Ragsdale. Flips it up way too hard, but St. Paul's there for the rebound, and he scores. And Salem again down by 6 with 1:05 to go here in the third quarter. 41-35. With a ball, Smith getting it to Boone. Boone at that high post, cuts to the paint, trying to get the shot off. Blocked there by Hallinar, and it goes off to Ragsdale. Here comes Thomas. Thomas stops and walks with the ball. He dragged the foot. He did. He's trying to plead his case, but he did. He wanted to stop, but he dragged the foot. So, again, another missed opportunity by the Salem Tigers. 41-35. Smith has it. Right side pass to Groover. 40 seconds to go. Now Boone. Left side pass to Gleason. Gleason down low. Intending it there for Spurgeon. Spurgeon stops, kicks it right side to Groover for another 3-pointer, and it's good. He's got 5 of them. And he's the difference in the game right now. 44-35 our score. And here comes Groover down. Ball loose and stolen away by St. James. 16 seconds to go. Here's Smith, a shot blocked by the Salem Tigers. Long pass to Gaps. Gaps trying to take it down. 9 seconds. He lays it up and in. After the block by St. Paul. 2 seconds left. Here comes Boone all the way down. Flips it up. He gets it to go at the buzzer. 46-30. Here at the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll come back in 1 minute with the fourth quarter. It's Tiger basketball and KSL Media.
From our yard into your home. At Can Oak, Missouri in Salem, we specialize in superior kiln-dried lumber and hardwood flooring built to last. Choose from red oak, white oak, and hickory. Ask about grade lumber and special orders for straight line ripping and custom widths. Visit us at 435 County Road 6430 or call 573-729-3310. Can Oak, Missouri. High-end quality wood, locally made.
Hi, Carrie Patton here from Town & Country Bank. We've got all the perks of a national bank, like online banking, quick loan approval, and you can even deposit your check from your phone. That's not why our customers love us, though. They love us because we still offer hometown customer service. Stop by one of our area locations and let our friendly team remind you how special hometown banking can be. Smart, friendly solutions. Town & Country Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Fourth quarter action, St. James will inbound it. Boys practice. Free throw is good. He's got another one coming. on. Also good. 41-37 to score. You want to leave it down for St. James. Get that grass down. March it all on the safe ball. Over. Before it's one, puts it outside the gate. All the running across. He up it. For St. James. Where's Gunner? I took it down to the ball 50 bucks. I want it. Tie out. Going. 51-37 Studman. I mean, that happened in a heartbeat. 14-point lead. 5 points coming up. Quick two after turnover by the Salem Tigers. They find themselves in a figure right here. Tried to take it all the way to whole dive, but shot 50. Was out of bounds. I think 1-1 coming into this game. Salem Tigers are 2-0. They're not going to come to Whopper. Now they're just have to quick winner. It's good. 6 to go in the fourth quarter. Let's go ahead and take a 30-second break and come back. Next time out.
At Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, we are proud to be chosen by our neighbors and recognized by Forbes as one of America's best insurance companies. Awarded for the dependable coverage we've been providing for generations, including 75 years of life insurance to protect Missouri families. Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. We've got Missouri covered.
Hi, I'm Willie Strader and proud to be part of this community. For all your insurance needs, call me at 573-729-4941.
President 51-40 our score. Inbounding it will be St. James. Salem with 2 timeouts left. St. James with 4. Last time. St. James able to get the bounce. Ball in. Get a whole flip it out. Have the rebound. They ball flips it out to Bruin. Now over, takes a shot up the spot. All right. That's why 5th day to stay. With that. Oh my.
All right, folks, I apologize about that. It looks like we're having trouble with Stan's connection there out at the game. Give us just a moment here. We're going to try and reconnect that call and see if we can establish a stronger signal. We'll be back right after this.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free. Town Screen in Salem and Houston is a very effective way to get your message out to the public, courtesy of their vertical screens in high-traffic areas in both towns. Your ad, flyer, or even video can be displayed for as little as $15 per week with monthly and yearly rates available. You'll also find Town Screen on display at the Echo Bluff and Montauk State Park lodges. Produce your own ad or get help from the Town Screen staff. To find out more, go online at townscreen.com or call or text 636-338-1199. Town Screen.
At Four Rivers Community Health Center, we provide compassionate care for the whole family. From routine checkups and chronic condition management to dental care and behavioral health services to support your overall well-being. With locations in Rolla, St. Robert, Salem, and now in Cuba, quality care is closer than you think. Schedule your appointment online at fourrivers.org. Call or text 573-426-4455. At Four Rivers, we're more than healthcare. We're your partner in health.
All right, folks, so we're still having a little bit of trouble with Stan there. I've got a weak connection. We're going to try to connect to it and hope that on his end it's able to come through a little bit more clearly as the game goes on. So bear with us here, but I'm going to go ahead and return it back to Stan as he's covering the Salem Tigers and St. James basketball game.
Fergus puts it outside the booth. There you go. The bench. They're wide open, just off through. Here's that. He's really side the state farm. So far, went to the red for us. And another team is in the same. Foul on Gap. See the death for St. James. 5:04 to go. All set. That's at the time of the kick. And the side up, outside the boom. And on the base side, shot to Smith. Smith running, jumping. Back up. That's me. I don't like it. I don't know. It's close. It's breaking. Tight expert to the board. I don't know. Almost stolen away by over about 4:39 to go. Fourth quarter. Down to the boom. For the St. James side, looking at the Allison Smith. Smith. Flips it up, and it's no good. Tigers got the basket. And the rebound. Got some moisture on the floor. It's a way to get that taken. Technology Junkyard at 37,000 highways heading to a sale bill of money through Friday for credit gifts for your electronics and TV and computer repairs. They also recycle, repurpose as well. Call Chris 573-450-418. Technology Junkyard in Salem. Wofford will inbound it. Then Salem down by 11. That's with it. Down by 6. This point. No good. And on top of this one.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Country Mart. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available and clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop at a store for your favorite items, then tell them your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan the QR code on the in-store flyer to learn more and start saving more today.
Back. Friday night at 8:30. If Salem does come back to win, we'll be there to cover that one. But if they play the third place game, should they lose tonight, we'll not be able to cover that. But we'll be covering the parade in Salem at 6 o'clock. We'll not be able to make it for the 7 o'clock game. I guess what we're being done. So right now, St. James has the ball in the lead. Got the 9-point lead, about past the third. But looking inside, trying to get away from the 4-5. Can't go back and shoot with the back of the step. It's right hand side pass to Gleason. Gleason back to James. Thrown away and off there by Gleason. Gleason takes the ball out. Whopper with a great steal, but then fired in the middle. Just nobody. Foul called on Whopper. His coach. Yeah, deny the man for the effort. Guys are going away for the ball. He got a spark right now. Salem Tigers to hit a couple of threes. Really makes this game interesting. Right now, they've not been able to get closer than 6. Rebound to that. That's the 5 game. Flipping it back to Whopper down the right side. Between two guys, throws it back to Gaffney. Takes a long three off the front of the rim. Over it. Brought down at the fill by Cunningham. And kind of attack by Chris Smith is Salem Tigers has 19 keeping the signal, right? 56 seconds. Take another 36 minutes to come back. Tigers basketball on KSMO Media. Take that break. Brought to you by American Family Insurance Agent Jonas Schaefer in the Crossroads. Got to send it back after this on KSMO Media.
Relationships. It's not just being on a first-name basis. It's a partnership built on trust. This is Scott Ball, president of the Bank of Salem. Since 1883, the Bank of Salem has been serving our local community with the kind of personal service and professionalism that builds relationships. We've earned the trust of our customers with over a century of strength and stability, never once changing our name or compromising customer service. Stop by one of our 2 locations in Salem, visit our website, or download our free mobile app. The Bank of Salem, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
2:56 left on the clock. Salem Tigers and St. James Tigers. 56-49 our score. Salem Tigers full first record. I mean, not for that ball. Being tied up and then a 30-return game. We're back back to Smith, but he got all tied up by 2 Tigers. Still possession there on now. If they were Salem after that, the time. And down to Smith. Smith double team. He's away from Gaffney like that. Thomas one was, or is that going to be 4 for him? For like, that's going to be 4. I thought the 3 already had 4. So I would say, working down 14 times off of the Salem. $56-49, Smith to the line to shoot 2. He is 1 for 1 in the game, and he missed that. No free throws in the third quarter for St. James. Sophomore. I think we had 2 earlier, and this one good by Smith. 8 points for St. James lead. Here comes Jackson in the paint to the hole, puts it outside to Cunningham. His 3 hit too hard. That's on the safe ball, trying to put it up, missed it, and brought down underneath by Surgeon. Quickly down the other way. Back the other way. Quick foul. The 10 points. St. James lead. Pass to Gap. Gap trying to drive in. Stop. Gives it off to Wofford. 3 on 3. Wofford. Trying to drive in. And goes back to Gap. Takes a long three-pointer. Rims out. And by so far, trying to put that up. It's 5. And go to the line to shoot 2. 4 to go in regulation. Salem back. That's great gaps. St. Paul 2 of 4 on the game. And the free throw is good. Gap 7-2. Another one on its way. It'll be it. 59-51 on its good. And that ball left, and a foul's going to be called on Cunningham. And that'll put their games back at the line again. His second. It'll be Smith again. Shoot the free throw. 59-51, that one's not good. In years past, they used to shoot the 1-and-1 till the 10th foul. There's a lot more strategy again. Now you just have to kind of hope for pray. You can hold them to 1 out of 3. 60-51. Here's Gap trying to get by Smith, and Smith will foul Gap. And that'll be the 15th foul against St. James, and up with Gap at the line. So Gap will shoot 2. He's got 15 on the night. 2 for 2 for the strike. And that one goes through. Off the rim, and took it in. Salem could get back to within 8. 1:54 still on the clock. A lot of time. That's the move. And Coach Ben Smith will call a full timeout with our score 60 to St. James and 53 for Salem. Timeout brought to you at the courtesy of your friends and American Family Insurance. Office in the Crossroads Shopping Center on the 4 South Main. Talk to Jonas Shaking your agent about all kinds of home insurance, as well as renters insurance, and of course, the bundle. Also, K for American Family Insurance. Back 30 seconds. Tiger Basketball and KSMO Media.
Holiday savings are going on now at Napa Auto Parts store in Salem. You'll find ice scrapers and snow brushes starting at $5.39. Cold weather essentials starting at $2.49 each. And Scott shop towels starting at $3.89. Stop by Napa Auto Parts store at 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem. Open from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to noon on Saturdays. Or give them a call, 573-729-4156.
Regulation time, 10-7 final. Warrington already lost to Potosi. So Potosi will play the championship Friday night. Will join them, and Warrington will play the third place game. And the other team will play for them. However, it's 7 o'clock. So the Apaches are going to suffer to the state of the red. That's simple. He was saying to people on Friday. They will be doing the inbounded instead of especially in the forecourt. And somebody gets a little too decent. Decent turn stands. After this, it's by Walker. Playing score for the floor. Down both. Groover. It's just a shot up here. In the corner, hands it off to Cunningham for a 3 off the iron. Very good. Brought down. They'll take off the line of shoot 2 with 1:29 to go. Down by 7, they can make it 5 if State Park can hit them both. He's got 18 in this game. 4 out of 6 from the stripe, and the free throw is good. Still 1:29 left on the clock. That's still a lot of time. And so far has another free throw coming. 60-54, and it is no good. Tip, brought down and control. Green. I believe he's fouled right away by Braden Gafford. That'll be his fourth. Draws out from 60-50. Here's on cap. Just going number 23 put on. 135. Boone will shoot 2. He is 4 of 5. Clayton takes that. Back to a 7-point lead. And he makes it. Ripper down the other way. Here's Thompson. 2:23 to go. Stop. Gets outside the gap for the 3. Oops. Watch out. Good. Stop. Had that ball stolen away by Waffle, though. Waffle comes to the paint. The gap's another 3-point effort. It's off. Good. Ball sits on the finish and goes off with 17. I believe it's going to be Salem ball. Good. Pass over Dawson. And it'll be around the Salem Tigers. 58.4 seconds left. Salem down by 8. That's 3 possessions. Inbound. Coming to Wofford. Trying to kick it outside. Smith takes it to the hole and lays it in. Salem down by 6. This has been the proverbial 6-point difference that came from the first quarter. And Tigers have never been able to get closer in this game. They stand at it right now. It's 53 seconds to go. And we'll take a 30-second break. Timeout brought to you by American Family Insurance Agent Jonas Schaefer. This is Salem Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Want to change a life in just 1 hour a week? Thanks to the opioid settlement funds through Healthy Dent County, the Mentoring Makes a Difference program is here, connecting caring adults with local students. 1 hour of your time can make a lasting difference. Join us today and become a mentor. Contact liberty@salemcommunitycenter.org or call 573-729-8163. Mentoring makes a difference. 1 hour, 1 child, 1 big impact.
Hey, don't forget, we'll have Salem Lady Tiger basketball on Monday. They'll take on the Union Lady Wildcats, and that'll be on KSMO Media video stream. We'll have that varsity contest right here on KSMO Media. Hope you join us for that one, or head on out to the gym. It's the Lady Tigers. They've been off the week. They'll probably get you to play again. Right now, that will be against England Monday. Again, it'll be the varsity action only that we'll have for you on KSMO Media, AM 1340 up at 95.7, and video stream at KSMORadio.com. Facebook, there's 50 seconds to go. They came to the box. It's 30 ball is Cooper right now. Kindly pushes him down to draw a foul. He is forward. Groover will go to the line. Seconds left. Now he's on a free throw shooting contest down the stretch. Groover has 19 points, including 1 at the end of the first half. And this free throw is good. One more for Groover, and he has to go. The pass is 8 points. Deficit. That's down 37 seconds. Still, got to get some points here. 53 by Wofford, no good. And the foul going to be called as State-off that down the rebound. I think that's going to be on Groover. If they hit that off of the line. $64-56. The clock is stopped. You can score points. You got a chance. Right now, he can make it a two-possession game, but he has to hit both free throws, and the first one is good. St. Paul's next one is no good. That one's out in the hands of Lisa, and then he's going to be fouled right away by Wofford, and that will make him foul out. 12 points tonight and 8 rebounds. Jimmy Schmidt bench tonight for the third Patterson. So going to the line will be Gleason. His first free throw opportunity for the night. His free throw opportunity is going to hit. 7-point game. With 29 seconds to go. It's still 3-possession game. Next one is no good. A lane violation called against St. James. Tigers get a half-point. Here comes Japs quickly up the floor. Japs trying to get a pick. Stop, puts up the three-pointer. It's good. Timeout called by Coach. 4 points for closest deficit since early in the first quarter. 21 seconds to go. 64-60. St. James on top. We'll take that 30-second break. Timeout brought to you by American Family Insurance Agent Tony Schaefer. Remember, make sure that you the assets at home to make sure you've got right coverage. Talk to Joe 1104 South Main Street. Call 573-79-5165. Back in 30 seconds. Tiger basketball and KSMO Media.
You want to teach your kid good money habits, but handing them a license to spend isn't smart. You need to easily manage where and how much they can spend, get alerts when they do, and have support to teach them money skills. Our student debit card account does all of that and more for ages 13 through 25. Their debit card can be added to their phone or smartwatch, and you can instantly move money and help manage their card in the app. Only at Progressive Ozark Bank, FDIC insured.
At Four Rivers Community Health Center, we
Well, we're down to Sullivan. Playing at the 3-7 left against a full-court pressure. They'll try and inbound it. Going down by 4. Inbound pass. That's quickly into Groover. He's up and down. She quickly down against Cunningham. Will foul him. The 17 seconds left. Gaff didn't want to foul out of the game, so he couldn't really do anything. He and Thomas both with him. So Gruber goes to the line to shoot 2 more. Got 21 on the night. And his free throw is good. Still a 2-possession game, even if he makes them both. Next one by Gruber. This one is also good. 15 seconds. Yes, gets into the offensive center. Ball's down, beats the river across, and fires it on across the corner. 8 seconds left. Thomas stops, takes the 3-pointer, top line, goes good. Tape off. Puts it down, puts it up, and scores the basket. But it's a no basket. They were tied up by Springfield. And it's their favorite association, and they're going to win this game. It was 66-60 with 1.4 seconds left. And I'm going to say Cinnamon ball. Dax gets it in. Cunningham a 3-pointer at the buzzer. It's good. Two left there at Tigers. Ball to St. James by a score of 66. The Joseph. In the third place game Friday night at 7 o'clock. Again, we will not be here.
All right, I do apologize, folks, again for the fourth quarter audio. We had some sort of connection issue there with Stan, and it was in and out as it went there. I do believe we had a final score of 66-63. Unfortunately for us, the Salem Tigers fell tonight, 66-63 in the tournament, and they will now move on to the third place game. We here at KSMO Media will be unable to bring that game to you there, as we will be here in town for the Salem Parade, the Parade of Lights. That'll be downtown on 4th Street, bringing that to you live Friday night. So again, Salem falls 66-63 in the tournament there, and we certainly appreciate you tuning in to listen to Salem Tiger basketball right here on KSMO Media. And we're going to go ahead and play our outro now, and we'll give you a more detailed report, post-game report. Look for that in your world today, and we'll also have that for you in our sports programming tomorrow morning as well. We'll give you a wrap up of that. So once again, Salem Tigers fall, and appreciate you listening in here on your hometown radio station, KSMO Salem.
Thank you for tuning into this broadcast of Salem Tiger Sports. Tonight's game wouldn't be possible without these incredible sponsors: Town and Country Bank, Farm Bureau Insurance, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa Mooney Auto Supply, Town Screen LLC, Town and Country Insurance, City of Salem, Dent County Prevention Coalition, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Joe Brand and Leah Nash, Duncan Family Chiropractic, State Farm Insurance, Can Oak Lumber, Salem Truss Manufacturing, Progressive Ozark Bank, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Hubs Tire Center, Flyin' W Boutique, Four Rivers, American Family Insurance, Looking Glass Salon, Candy Mink and Katie Carty, Living the Dream Real Estate, Quick Tan and more, Rockin' G Western Trading Post, Dent County Farm Supply, Healthy Dent County, Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center Incorporated, United Country Salem Realty, Jet Tire and Auto, Salem License Bureau, Technology Junkyard, Ozark Overhead Door, Legends Automotive LLC, On the Spot Auto Glass, Your World Today, The Hot Spot Tanning and Tuxedos, and Discount Bins. Thanks to those fine sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger Sports and community events right here on KSMO Media.